G'day everyone and welcome to the episode. As you've seen in the last build video of this thing, I wasn't terribly happy with it. That was a few weeks ago, quite a few weeks ago now. So I've had time to just, calm down and relax. So I'm here to give it its first proper little run. The diffs are still unlocked, so I'm just going to see how it goes, and then if it's terrible, I'll just go and lock the diffs and give it another run. If this thing impresses me, and I've had another truck out here in the same spot running, so I know sort of what to expect, I'll possibly give it a shot and do a bit more with it. If this thing disappoints, yeah, it's gone. It'll be getting sold off very quickly. So let's go and see what it manages to do. Alright. Yeah, you finally got up something. That's why I repositioned. I had to pull a big stick out because it wasn't really fair that there was a massive stick stuck in the drivetrain laying around. Okay, so first of all, this definitely needs the diffs locked. It is just getting stuck on every little thing. The other truck I brought down here, which is a little bit bigger and heavier, could pretty much do all of this with the diffs open, so that'll probably give you some idea as what the other truck is. How it went on this bit. No, this is actually pretty terrible with the diffs open. I don't know if you're getting that. Yeah, it's in shot. It's very, let's just get stuck on every little thing. This is one bit, I know the other truck made it over. I did have to have the diffs locked, so, oh, there you go. I went over a lot more of the gap than the last one. Yeah, so immediately it's just like, this thing needs I essentially got that branch that was stuck in there under it. The ground clearance isn't fantastic. Let's see if we can get out of this. Alright, so I'm going to park it there, take it back home, have a look at the steering because one side is alright, the other side is hardly turning. And that's why I'm afraid of locking up the front diff, because that'll just make this worse. So I'm going to lock up at least the rear diff. I think I'll just do both just for the heck of it, and come and give it another try here, because yeah, as you've seen, it's getting stuck on pretty much everything. It's not got full grip. And over she goes. Okay, so here we are with both the diffs locked now, and straight away there was a massive difference in how it drove. It wasn't the easiest job to put the diff lockers in. I mean, totally taking the axles apart, and there's lots of screws that hold them in and that. So seriously, if you're going to do any sort of crawling, even what do they call it, even trail crawling sort of thing, just trail driving, I'd at least lock one of the diffs, and if not both. The drivetrain held up really well, so I'm pretty happy with that. And as you can see from some of the shots here, stuff that I wouldn't even attempt with the diffs unlocked, because it was like, there's no point, it just would not do it. It was getting stuck on every little thing with the diffs unlocked. Now at least it had a chance. You see, this one was quite a treacherous spot. There was a lot of loose leaves. There was two angled rocks going against each other. Eventually I got the narrow part of this one up, and there it goes, straight up. So if you pick your lines with it, you can get up stuff. Ground clearance is still a bit of an issue. Compared to my other truck that I've got now, this struggles with ground clearance compared to it. But for what this is, with the diffs locked at least, it's drivable. You can go and do you know, rocks like this, and if you pick your lines and you find your way around, you'll get up. And these aren't the greatest tires. Like I said, these were some $20-25 set with the rims from China that seemed to be the softest of all the tires that I had, especially compared to the kit tires, which are pretty much useless. Like, don't even bother using them. I got the aftermarket Tamiya tires thinking, oh, maybe they'll be softer, and they were softer than the kit tires, but still, compared to any other rock crawling tire or trail crawling tire, they were still hard as a rock. So these things at least had a bit of give. They're nice and soft and spongy, and that's why I left these tires on. And they do look pretty good with the silver rims. I was pretty happy. But like you can see here, all it takes is one little rock to be sticking up, and it does get stuck on that center gearbox. So you probably want to put some sort of center slide plate to protect the center gearbox, the transfer case as such, that sticks down and does get stuck on things. But then you got the fact that it just is low enough that it does get stuck on stuff. So for light trail bashing, this truck's great. For serious rock crawling, you're going to have to spend a fair bit of time and money playing around with bits and pieces to get it to really work, I think. And experiment with a lot of stuff, which will end up costing a lot of money. And in all honesty, you could probably go buy a STX 10 or whatever they're selling now. Maybe one of the enduro models. They seem to be doing really good with crawling and getting up stuff. And they will cost you about double the money of this truck, but they come with everything. Whereas the cost of this truck, I'm only counting the truck. I'm not counting the bearings, the adjustable tie rods. What else was there? The motor brace and the alloy suspension pivot balls that I put onto this truck, plus the extra motor, plus the speed controller. So all up, this truck probably cost me, I added up before, I think it was about $480, and that's without radio, without battery, without charger. And you can go get one of the other rock crawlers for probably, I think, about $600 or $700 I'm talking Australian prices, and you'll get something that's pretty capable and has got most of the stuff out of the box. So look, it's a million times better than it was with the diffs unlocked. It was actually able to get over things. It was the conditions were really different this time. We'd had a lot of bad storms in the last week or so. So there was lots of big sticks and leaves and stuff around that weren't there the last time when I drove the truck here. And even with that, it still managed to push through a lot of stuff. There was some big sticks I had to pull out off camera. And that's where you see sort of sometimes some jumps in the video of going from one spot to another, because they had a massive stick like sticking into the gearbox and trapped under the body or whatever. And I had to actually go and physically pull the stick out because it was like a rake at the front of it, just digging into the ground and stopping it from going anywhere. So that wasn't really fair as a comparison, compared that it wasn't like that when I originally came down here, and especially with the other truck, which I will have that video up hopefully very soon for you. I've already got the video recorded. I just wanted to get this done first so I could compare how this went compared to the other truck. And like as I said, with the diffs locked, it was a million times better, but I still don't think it was as good as the other truck. But the other truck was like double the price of this, so I'd expect it to go better. But for what this is and how much it cost, I was actually quite happy in the end. With all the, I don't want to say drama, but it wasn't a happy building experience. There was lots of things with the build I wasn't impressed with for a Tamiya kit, and it really did disappoint me to a point where I was like, I did not want to drive this truck. But I wanted to get this video out. A few people wanted to know how it went with the 35 turn motor, and you'll see at the end here driving away. It does about a quick walking pace, sort of a jogging pace with the 35 turn and the low gearing in the motor, so that's about what you'd want for a trail truck or crawler to go, you know, bombing around the place. But that's it for this video. I'm going to take this truck out in the next time I go for a trail crawl, and I'll let you know after that how it goes compared to my other truck. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. I really appreciate all the new subscribers lately that have joined on. I've got a bunch more videos that I've got lined up ready to come out, and I hope to see you when they drop. See you then.